Good evening and thanks for joining us. This is Aso Television News. Sincere apologies for joining you a little bit behind schedule. My name is Usman Khatun Umar. The headlines. President Tinubu receives report of Ogoni consultations at the State House. Abuja Law School got President's approval for new hostels and road projects. Senator Natasha resumes Senate duties and 6-month suspension. Malawi President Chakwera concedes election defeat. Thank you once again for joining us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured Ogoni leaders that his administration would prioritize peace, justice and sustainable development in the area. Mr. President Tinubu, who gave the assurance at a meeting at the State House in Abuja, urged the Ogoni people to set aside historical grievances and work together to achieve peace, development and a clean environment. The President directed Nuhu Ribadu, that is the National Security Advisor, to coordinate the negotiations as he calls for inclusive consultation and mutual understanding. He commended the delegation for embracing the federal government-led dialogue and emphasized the need for collaboration, trust and inclusiveness to resolve lingering issues in the region. He asked ministers, the Niger Delta Petroleum Company Limited and the River State government to cooperate with the Office of the National Security Advisor to achieve this mandate. Governor Siminalai Fubara of River State thanked the President for his support of the Ogoni people and for welcoming an all-inclusive representation of the people to the presidential villa. Governor Fubara said the meeting was a follow-up to an assignment the President gave him through the National Security Advisor. Emphasizing the importance of resuming all operations in Ogoni land, Governor Fubara pledged the delegation's commitment to adhering to the President's instructions and providing the necessary support to achieve the government's objectives. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the construction of 2 300-capacity hostels at the Nigerian Law School, Abuja campus. The projects are to be undertaken by the Federal Capital Territory Administration. The President gave the directive to the FCT Minister, Barrister Ezewonye Samwike, who is to ensure immediate commencement of the project under emergency consideration. According to the FCT Minister's Senior Special Assistant on Public Communications and Social Media, Leri Olainka, the hostels will cater separately for male and female students. The initiative, Olainka explained, is aimed at easing accommodation challenges at the institution by providing a 300-bed hostel for female students and another 300-bed hostel for male students. In addition, President Bola Tinubu also directed the construction of a road linking the body of Bencha Secretariat in Jabi district with Nile University. The road, when completed, is expected to enhance accessibility within the area. The FCTA spokesperson added that the road project will also help decongest traffic along the axis leading to the headquarters of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has announced that her 65th birthday fundraiser towards the completion of the National Library realized 20.4 billion naira. She stated this while having lunch with the press at the presidential villa in Abuja. Senator Oluremi Tinubu explains that the birthday account, Oluremi at 65 Education Fund, will remain open till December 2025 to receive more donations from willing Nigerians towards the completion of the project. First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu also debunked claims that her 65th anniversary fundraiser is politically motivated. She pointed out that as a teacher, as well as the impact library had on her life while growing up, she was motivated to call for the donations towards the building of the National Library. Senator Oluremi Tinubu said the signatories to the account are the Minister of Education and the Chief Librarian of the Federation, insisting hers was to help drive the funds. The National Assembly Library project initiated in the National Assembly Library project initiated in 1981 and approved with funding in subsequent years had faced decades of funding delays, with the budget escalating from 8.2 billion naira in 1981 to 23 billion naira as of 2023. However, the President Bola Tinubu's administration is ready to take the bull by the horn, as the First Lady put it, to ensure that construction is completed within 2 years. The Department of Urban and Regional Planning at the Federal Capital Development Authority has held a brief retirement ceremony in honor of Chief Town Planner Sunday Agwa Audu, who retired from service on September 21, 2025, after decades of meritorious service. Staff and colleagues gathered at the FCDA headquarters in Abuja to celebrate the professional and personal contributions of Chief Audu, describing him as a dedicated, hardworking and passionate planner whose impact in transportation and urban planning will remain a legacy in the authority. They showered praises on him and wished him success in his future endeavors. Born on September 21, 1965 in Basa local government area of Plateau State, Chief Audu attended Ekwa Transfer Primary School, Miango, and Miango Community Secondary School. He later obtained a National Diploma and Higher National Diploma from Plateau State Polytechnic and Kaduna Polytechnic, respectively, before earning a master's degree in Urban and Regional Planning from Nasarawa State University, Kefi. He also pursued further studies in transport and logistics at the Nigerian Institute of Transportation Technology in Zaria, Kaduna State, where he obtained both a postgraduate diploma and a master's degree, as well as a postgraduate diploma in project management from the Chartered Institute of Project Management of Nigeria. His professional expertise was further strengthened by international training in Singapore, Brazil, Canada, and the United Arab Emirates. Chief Audu, who is married to Mrs. Jummai Sunday Audu, is a fellow of several professional bodies, including the Chartered Institute of Project Management and the Chartered Institute of Transport Administration, where he once served as chairman for North Central Zone. His colleagues described his retirement as the exit of a rare professional who devoted his career to the growth and development of the Federal Capital Territory. And now to the area councils. The chairman of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Denladi Chia, has extended warm felicitations to the Etsu of Kwali and the chairman of the Kwali Traditional Rulers Council of Chiefs, His Royal Highness Luke Ayedo Nizasan III, on the occasion of his birthday. In a personally signed message, Mr. Chia described His Royal Highness Luka Ayedo as a revered custodian of culture, a unifying force, and a distinguished leader who has upheld the cherished values and traditions of the Kwali people. On behalf of the government of the people of Kwali Area Council, Mr. Chia, who is also the FCT chairman of the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, wished the monarch long life, sound health, and God's continuous blessings. He commended the Etsu's reign, marked by wisdom, fairness, and a commitment to peace and unity, and expressed gratitude for his fatherly guidance, support, and prayers, which have strengthened the council's administration, he added. The chairman's message conveyed the council's deep appreciation for the Etsu's leadership and dedication to the well-being of the Kwali people. The FCT Police Command has dismissed as false claims on social media and other platforms alleging that personnel of the command have been directed to remove pockets from their uniforms. The command's spokesperson, SP Josephine Ade, disclosed this in a statement issued on Tuesday night. SP Ade said the claim is entirely baseless and should be disregarded, adding there has been no such directive from the Office of the Inspector General of Police. According to her, the FCT Police Command remains focused on its constitutional mandate of safeguarding lives and property and urged members of the public to verify information from credible sources before circulating it further. She advised members of the public to follow official communication channels of the police for accurate updates. The police spokesperson also encouraged social media users to desist from spreading misinformation capable of misleading the public and attempting to distract security agencies from their critical duties. The Nigerian Air Force has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening cooperation with Turkish defense company Aselsan in the areas of radar, air defense, and precision technologies. Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar gave the assurance on 23rd of September during a courtesy visit by Aselsan's President and Chief Executive Officer Mr. Ahmed Akyol to NAV headquarters in Abuja. He said the engagement was an opportunity to consolidate existing collaboration and explore new areas to enhance the Air Force's operational capacity. Air Marshal Abubakar commended Aselsan's record in defense electronics, noting that its expertise aligns with its command's philosophy of building an agile and resilient air force. He explained that advanced radar systems, anti-drone technologies, and precision-guided capabilities would boost NAV's effectiveness in addressing security challenges. In his remarks, Mr. Akiol expressed appreciation for the reception and pledged Aselsan's readiness to deliver cutting-edge solutions in radar, avionics, modernization, and air defense systems. He described Nigeria as a strategic partner for Turkey in Africa. The visit forms part of ongoing high-level engagements between both nations aimed at advancing defense cooperation to promote peace and security in Nigeria and the wider sub-region. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has officially resumed her duties at the National Assembly after 6 months suspension. The Kogi Central lawmaker walked back into the Senate amid cheers from her supporters, waving banners and chanting songs of solidarity. This came shortly after Senator previously sealed office. Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended in March following a heated clash with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, who accused her of unparliamentary conduct. Speaking to reporters after reclaiming her seat, the senator declared she has no apology to render. She described her return as a triumph of democratic principles and stood firm on her conduct during the incident that led to her suspension.
Sometimes it's good to put the institutions to test. We can't cow down in the face of injustice. No one is more Nigerian than us. Senator Akpabio is not more of a senator than I am. He's not a governor of this place. And he treated me as if I was his servant or I was a domestic staff in his house. It's very unfortunate that at this time, after so many years of democracy, we would have a National Assembly be run by such dictatorship. It's totally unacceptable. As for me, I'm glad to be here. And even though we have been illegally suspended, no day have I hesitated in effectively carrying out my duties as a senator of Kogi Central to the very best of my capacity.
Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's comeback marks a significant moment of reconciliation and statement on upholding democracy within the Senate. Now you're watching Aso Television News. Remember, you can watch us live on DSTV channel 392, also on StarTimes TV channel 127, and on Free TV on channel 507. We're also on the YouTube band on channel 38, and we are streaming on all our social media platforms. Still ahead, Nigeria signs landmark aviation MOU with Dalil UAE. For details of these and more stories, do stay with us. We'll be back after this short break.
Let's get one thing straight. Being a woman with disabilities doesn't mean you don't have the right to quality sexual and reproductive health information and services. Family planning, maternity care, STI prevention. Every woman deserves access to safe, respectful, and inclusive reproductive health care. My body, my health, my reproductive rights. No limits, no exceptions. Your health matters. Your choices matters. Get informed, get care, and take charge of your future.
Nigeria has taken a major step towards modernizing its aviation and cargo sector with the signing of a memorandum of understanding with Dalil UAE, a global leader in aviation security and advanced cargo information ACI systems. Spokesman of the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Tunde Moshood, in a statement this Tuesday said the MOU was signed in Abu Dhabi during a high-level visit led by the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Olusegun Festus Keyamo. He was joined by top aviation officials, including heads of NCAA, FAAN, that is FAN, and the Nigeria Customs Service. According to the statement, the agreement will see ACI systems deployed across Nigerian airports, starting with feasibility studies in October 2025 and a nationwide rollout by late 2026. These systems are designed to boost aviation security, streamline cargo clearance, and increase government revenue through real-time cargo tracking and risk profiling. Minister Keyamo describes the move as a game changer for Nigeria's aviation sector, saying it will align the country with international standards and position it as a leading logistics hub in West Africa. The statement noted that this partnership marks Nigeria as the first country in the region to embrace ACI on a large scale. Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has called for international support for Nigeria's re-election into Part 2 of the ICAO Council. Speaking at the 42nd ICAO Assembly in Montreal, that is in Canada, Minister Keyamo emphasized Nigeria's commitment to global aviation standards, highlighting ongoing investment in infrastructure, regulatory reforms, and capacity building. He also noted Nigeria's leading role in regional aviation safety, hosting the Banjul Accord Group Aviation Safety Oversight Organization and supporting the Regional Accident Investigation Agency, BAGAIA.
As Africa's most populous nation and a strategic aviation hub in West Africa, Nigeria continues to invest in infrastructure modernization, regulatory reforms, and capacity building to ensure our aviation sector meets global standards and contributes meaningfully to regional and international connectivity. Since Nigeria became a member of the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, in 1962, it has continued to make valuable contributions to the ICAO's work and its activities. Nigeria has been playing a key role in supporting implementation of ICAO standards, policies, and programs internationally, and particularly in the African region. To this end, Nigeria has ratified all international air law instruments, including the Montreal Protocol and amendments to Article 50A and 56 of the Chicago Convention. Nigeria is also championing the cause of aviation safety, security, and facilitation in Africa.
He said additionally, Nigeria continues to meet its environmental obligations through initiatives like CORSIA and carbon emission reduction plans. Minister Keyamo extended congratulations to ICAO leadership and thanked the Canadian government for hosting the assembly. He also invited delegates to the upcoming Nigerian International Air Show, scheduled for December 2 to 4, 2025 in Abuja. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, has released the preliminary report on the derailment involving train number AK1 operated by the Nigeria Railway Corporation, NRC. The Director of Public Affairs and Family Assistance, NSIB, Mrs. Bimbo Olaumi Oladeji, who made this known in a statement, explains that the occurrence took place at KM49 Kubwa Asham section, Kagarko local government area of Kaduna State on 26th of August 2025. The report further explained that the passenger train, which departed Idu station from Abuja at 9:45 in the morning en route Rigasa station, Kaduna, was carrying 618 persons on board, including NRC crew members, security personnel, and service staff. According to the report, at approximately 11:09 in the morning, shortly after passing a manually operated switch point at Asham station, the forward locomotive and adjoining coaches derailed and overturned. The report clarified that 21 passengers sustained varying degrees of injuries, while no fatalities were recorded, noting that initial findings and recommendations are contained in the preliminary report, which is available for download on the NSIB website. The NSIB said the report represents early findings and is subject to further analysis, adding that the final report will present detailed conclusions and additional recommendations to enhance rail safety in Nigeria. The Federal Road Safety Corps and the Kwabda as Road Safety Demand KRSD Foundation have unveiled plans for the International Road Crash Victims Conference IRCVAC 2025. The announcement was made in Abuja by the Corps Marshal of the FRSC, Shehu Mohammed, and the President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Monica Dongban Mensem, who is also the founder of the KRSD Foundation. The conference, with the theme Gathering Africa and the World for Road Crash Victims, will be hosted in Abuja next year. Daniel Obi has more details.
The International Road Crash Victims Conference 2025 will bring together stakeholders from Africa and beyond to foster dialogue, share best practices, and develop actionable solutions to support victims of road crashes while advancing road safety. Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed said the Federal Safety Corps partnership with the KRSD Foundation demonstrates its resolve to reduce crashes and provide support for victims.
I can testify that the FRC personnel are the only that dip their hand in blood to rescue crash victims anywhere in the country. And so far, we have 64 mega points, that is ambulance points, across the country, even though it's still inadequate because for 250 million people, having just 64 mega points to take care of rescue, quick response is highly, grossly inadequate. We also have 38 roadside clinics within the country.
Justice Monica Dongban Mensem explained that the conference represents a call to action for Africa and the global community to prioritize the dignity and welfare of road crash victims while also amplifying their voices.
We want 0.0000% of fatalities on our roads. And the only way we can do it is if we each take responsibility. As you step out of your house, say, make a keep road safe demand of yourself.
Pre-conference activities, according to Justice Dongban Mensem, will begin on the 15th of November 2025. These include cycling, walking, and golfing activities, all designed to promote healthy and safe mobility while symbolically showing solidarity with road crash victims. Daniel Obi, Aso Television News.
The National Pension Commission has unveiled a new transformative program of reforms to ensure health insurance coverage for retirees and minimum pension guarantee. The program, tagged Pension Revolution 2.0, and also focuses on ways to optimize investment performance while safeguarding contributors' funds to deliver sustainable long-term returns. The Director General of PENCOM, Mrs. Omolola Oloworano, made this known on her verified X, saying it's in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The policy will broaden pension access to all Nigerians, especially those in the informal sector. She stressed that Pension Revolution 2.0 will also serve as renewal of trust to enhance rapid development in the sector. The Director General of PENCOM adds that the reforms will safeguard contributors' funds to deliver sustainable long-term reforms and expand pensions to reach all Nigerians. Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera conceded defeat on Wednesday in last week's election, saying in an address to the nation that it was clear his rival Peter Mutharika had an insurmountable lead. And on that note, we've come to the end of the news at this time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Usman Katun Omar. Good evening.